Welcome to the Collector Cave, and today we have a review of Final Fantasy VII Bring Art's Hardy Daytona. And this is the final product in this line I'll be reviewing because we're at the end of it. This will be the last piece I need for my collection. And you know what this is, if you're not aware, this is the bike that Cloud Strife steals from the Shinra headquarters to end their escape. And it's kind of a play on words, Hardy Daytona. It's like a Harley Davidson and the Daytona Speedway, where they have bike racing as well. So they've kind of, combined the name. Instead of Harley Daytona, it's Hardy Daytona. So pretty cool play on words, but the bike looks really cool. If you're into bikes, this is a cool thing to get. But the packaging is very much similar to the figures, the white background that makes the model there pop, and then the gray band around here. And as you can see, like all these Bring Arts, it's for ages 15 and up, and a 3-year-old choking hazard, small parts, so keep that in note. And again, this is based off of the character design by Nomura from the early 90s when they were preparing to make Final Fantasy VII. And here's the side of the box, very similar to the rest. And in the back, we got some pictures. Now, there is a version that comes with Cloud. I didn't get that because I already have Cloud. And I just reviewed the hard edge version of Cloud. So what's cool about this, though, is the bike comes with hands for Cloud to grip the handlebars. So that's pretty cool that it comes with that. But, pretty straightforward. You're not going to get much articulation. It's a bike. But we're going to open this thing up, take a closer look at the details, and then put Cloud in the bike and see what it looks like. Okay, and these Bring Arts figures and bikes come with directions. Very simple. It just shows you can move the handlebars a little bit up and down, and then how to put the hands that come with it on Cloud and onto the handlebars there. And in the back is just some legalese. So here is the Hardy Daytona and all it comes with. Looks pretty bare bones, but it's a vehicle, so you're not going to get much. They did give you hands, as you can see here. Here's the 2 hands for Cloud, gripping the bike. Handlebars, accelerator. So we'll try that. And then here is the bike. Let's look at it in detail. Let me zoom in a little bit. I think the details in this bike are really nice. If you're into vehicles or motorcycles, you're probably going to really dig this. There's not a lot of weathering on this bike. And I could take it either way, to be honest. You could have a weathered version or a clean version. And this is more the clean. And I'm okay with that. We think it's in Shinra headquarters, sitting there. It's been, recently worked on, maybe restored, or maybe brand new even. Looks like there's some NOS there. But look at all the inner workings of the motor, the engine. And I'm by no means a engine buff or vehicle buff, but it looks pretty cool. There's the shocks. The wheels are kind of like rubberized. They're hard rubber, and they roll. They both roll. Let me do this at the top of the bike. The paint there is kind of like metallic, as you can see. It looks really nice. The seat is just hard plastic. The seat is not rubber. And here's the other side. Yeah, pretty cool looking. Let me zoom out just one. And the bike doesn't turn, the handlebars don't turn that much. Very limited. I mean, very limited, as you can see. It's because of the design. This bar would hit this part here. I guess probably the gas tank in most bikes. So you don't get a lot of turn. But, you're going to display this in your display cabinet with Cloud either on it or next to it. So, yeah, wheels all spin. It's pretty cool. You can see the brakes on them. Yeah, nice looking. Let me go ahead and get Cloud, and we'll see a size comparison here. So there's Cloud and the hard edge Cloud I just reviewed the other day. So, you can have them standing like this, which is pretty cool. And oh, I forgot to show you guys the kickstand. When it comes out of package, the kickstand is closed up. And it's a little difficult to get to because of the exhaust pipes, but I had a hard time initially lowering it. But you're going to probably want this lowered in order for it to stand properly on your shelf. And it's not going to go anywhere. It's got good stability there with that kickstand. But yeah, I think overall that looks pretty cool. I think it's sized appropriately. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So let me get him on the bike and we'll take a closer look at that. Okay, and here's Cloud on the Hardy Daytona. I found it easier to put the hands on the handlebars first and then plug his arms in as you sit him. As you can see though, because his legs are so long, it's a hard time getting his feet on the footrest without his body being way up front on this seat. So, I don't think that looks the best, to be honest. We can do some more poses. I could probably futz with it more. I did have his foot on it. I bent the toe articulation to get it on there, but he's just so far forward that it looks unnatural. He needs to be kind of back like this. And then he can't look up too big because of his hair, or too high. But that's kind of what it's going to look like. I mean, if you're okay with that, that's fine, I guess. That's not the pose I'm going to do, though. But, yeah, from straight on, he looks really good. Looks really good straight on. Let me do another pose. Okay, here's Cloud on the bike with a hard edge coming down to attack a Shinra cyclist. You can put this sword back if you want as well, like you see him in the game quite a bit. That looks pretty cool too. But again, his feet just don't, I don't like how far up he sits in the bike. I'd like his feet to go back further, or his body to go back further. But yeah, still looks pretty cool though. So if you want to get him kind of sitting in the middle of the seat like I have here, you can see what's happening to his legs. Yeah, they drop down, the legs drop down, and they just won't go up and sit in the foot pegs. So kind of a bummer if you want to display him like this. I'll try one more time, but I'm pretty sure I cannot get that to go there because of how long his legs are. And that's how it was drawn by Numera, so it's no fault of their own, but it's just how it's designed. Yeah, as you can see, he's way too close to the handlebars if I get his feet on these pegs. So, maybe you can donk around with it more than I'm willing to right now, but it looks cool like that. I wish he was sitting back further and kind of like hunched down like he's looking forward while he's driving. Let's try another pose though. You could do something cool like this, like he's turning a corner and he's got his foot on the ground. That looks pretty cool. Bike's angled. Kickstand's up a little bit, but most of the weight is coming on this left leg right here. And so far with this hard edge Cloud, the left leg's not popped off on me, unlike the original version with the Buster Sword. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So here's the Cloud with the Buster Sword, and I think I might pose him something like this. I think I'll use a hard edge Cloud for my bike posing and keep him with the rest of the crew, but you can see what he looks like, the original Cloud, release number 1. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think the bike scaled great. It looks really good together with the figures. And then you can get creative and have like Kate Sith on the bike. You can put any character you want on this, I think, for the most part. Maybe not like Aerith because her dress, but yeah, that is pretty cool. Look at that. Kate Sith announcing that he's here. Very cool. And surely if Red 13 can ride a chocobo, he can absolutely ride the Hardy Daytona. How cool is this? He actually fits better than Cloud does in the Hardy Daytona. It's messed up. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Really cool stuff. And even his feet are touching the pedals or the footrest, as you can see. Super cool. Okay, so at the end of the day, is this Hardy Daytona Bring Arts bike worth it? Well, if you've watched my other reviews of these Bring Arts figures, as much as I love them, I don't think they're worth the cost of entry. They're not worth the price. They're overpriced, like a lot of stuff these days. But as I've said before, I have them. I'm a big FF7 fan, and this completes my Bring Arts set. You can get a 2-pack that comes with the Hardy Daytona and Cloud with the Buster Sword, but I already had 2 Clouds, so I didn't need that one. So that's the only one I'm missing technically, but I have all the other releases, 1 through 19. So the price on this thing, now here's what happened, because this thing released after the tariff thing all happened and the end of August when that bill was no longer there where they can charge more for items coming in less than $800 here in America, United States. I had this thing pre-ordered in BBTS, and I got an email from BBTS saying the price had gone up because of tariffs. It was originally $159 on BBTS, and now it's $185. So I was able to cancel it and go to Plaza Japan, and on Plaza Japan it was $119. plus $27 shipping. And then I got charged by Ups again, UPS, for the delivery of this. And I paid online before they showed up, and it was cheaper. I don't understand at all how it's happening or why it's happening, but it was 25 extra dollars pretty much. So it came to 171 versus 189 in BBTS with shipping. So is this worth it for 171? That's quite a bit of money for a 1/12 scale vehicle. So I'm going to say no, it's not worth the price of entry. But like I said, with all these other ones, I'm glad I have it. I think it's going to look awesome on display, with either him or maybe even Zach by it. Likely Cloud though, since I have two Clouds. And I think it will be worth having it. I've completed my set. It's a good feeling. I can't believe they haven't made a Chocobo yet. That blows me away. I think Chocobos would sell really good. So I would love to see a Chocobo in 1/12 scale to go along with Bring Art's line. And even a Play Art Sky version would be nice as well. But regardless, this does look cool. The bike always looks great. It looks mean. It's a hog. It's a great bike. So let me know what you guys think. Have you got the Hardy Daytona? Are you thinking about it? Prices are going up because of the economy and everything else. But I'm glad this line is ending now for me because things are just getting too overpriced. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, this has been Bring Art's Final Fantasy VII Hardy Daytona. Thanks for watching.